Yeah, like that guy from Modern Family is in it. The redhead dude. Oh yeah, Adam. You know who I'm talking about? Oh really? Yeah, he played one of the gay fathers. Yeah, he was pretty damn funny in that movie. Just watch the first 10 minutes, man, and you don't get hooked in it, then just forget it. No, it's on Peacock. No, no, it's on the regular version of it. Yep. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Uh, no, I wouldn't pay that much for it. Hmm.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside
Yep.
GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Good.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the Georgia
Oh,
Southern man,
damn it.
this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great because it's right in his lap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired.
Well, it looked like it was an
Instead of a lengthy
interception.
opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Mm.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points.
That's called audible.
Exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first.
A little bit.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game,
I pulled the guy who picked the ball.
Pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's how you shake off the interception.
Where you at?
Opening drive, come back and throw another strike.
So what's your speed at?
And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Yeah, Mahomes.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes to throw once more. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Yep.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and
I was in the
run
other
for
room.
18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Seems like that's what you do.
Room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, okay.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second and 2, Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Yep.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sure shit, man.
Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly to the back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there.
Way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
No.
From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Epps just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 16 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
What kind of game is it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Yeah, be more controlling that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that didn't
That's
work.
the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What was that?
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Mm-hmm.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mahomes now on 1st down. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now 1st and 10.
No, I haven't, actually.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sorry, rushing.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No,
Damn.
It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about
Yeah, he
want
dropped
that
it or
one back all
something.
the time. He definitely wants that one back. Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Forced out to his left. And this play is broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 52 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, I know.
Good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I don't know. Oh, I guess it does. I didn't know that. Yeah, I figured.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. So
That's why I was running away from the pocket.
After the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
Then I kept pumping it.
Number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
Couldn't get rid of it. Yeah. I didn't mean to do it. I just.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Yeah.
No run back here to begin the half.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the pump.
25-yard line.
Can't get rid of it. If I press it too many times in a row, I guess it seems. Yeah. What is it I'm doing? Adam, can you jump in? Let me know. So don't have to keep doing this over and over again. Why am I pumping it all the time? What am I doing wrong that I keep pumping it?
Offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
What's it?
Duffy with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the
It must be, I don't know.
One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And finally down
there you go, Kelsey.
As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Oh, damn it, why did I do that? Well,
and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Sanders. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
3rd and goal from the 6. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
Here we go.
Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play tight.
They'll look to throw.
There we go again with the pump fake.
And down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10.
Oh, damn it.
And it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Okay.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Probably what it is.
They're going to look to throw.
God damn it.
Again, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game,
I knew you were gonna rush me.
games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you
Well,
respond, not just the types of plays that
I had
you
to play
call,
like you were
but
gonna
how
rush
you
me.
carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah, country singer, Canada died. A folk singer or something like that. Yep.
Play action.
That's what
Now
I
it's
hear.
Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going to try and throw. And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown. Kansas City.
Oh, you knocked me in, huh? I didn't run it.
From a yard away. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and
I ran that in.
6 points.
Trying to take credit for me scoring a touchdown. Come on.
Butker now to add the extra point.
Well, it's like when you say that you pushed me in, you're saying it's because of you that I got the touchdown. It's because of me, because I ran it in. You could have stopped me. Yeah. So you.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, the fuck.
That'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good.
Nice.
So the starting field position was terrific.
All right.
It was surprising turnover on downs, but the end
Pretty sure if I was going to make it.
points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Right.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the...
Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah.
25.
Okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, Be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the... He's got a man complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ah, god damn it. Motherfucker.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Should have just ran.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and
Yeah,
finish
I
this
wish I
one
didn't
off.
throw those interceptions.
Not
But
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. As Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
19 seconds.
On 1st down, Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
motherfucker.
we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to let a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, you mother.
But it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete.
Yes.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal
All
this
time.
Extra point by Butker is on target, so it's now a 3-point
Yeah,
game.
I know.
Closing stages.
That's what I was saying.
Field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Just me.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Yeah, I know.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Yeah.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
Yes,
so that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
Yeah. 25. Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah, well, he was stopping me at all my runs, so those weren't working. So. Yeah, well. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to it.